Making this galaxy great again, Episode 3 Clinton Strikes Back. Continuing their journey, the Jedi Ambassador's ship glided through the cosmos, its destination, the planet Geonosis. Anakin and Obi-Wan, seasoned warriors of countless battles, sensed an unease in the Force, a shadow that grew darker as they approached their destination. Even the Ambassador, though not attuned to the Force, felt a tension in the air. As they disembark on the Separatist world, the landscape was a stark contrast to the opulent chambers of the Republic. Here, war was the only industry of focus. The air was thick with the smell of oil and metal. The ground trembled with the march of droid armies being readied for battle. In the distance, the figures of the Separatist leaders waited, their strange faces full of skepticism and suspicion. And so, the negotiations begin, a delicate duel of words and wills. The Ambassador, channeling the art of the deal, spoke with a conviction that surprised even the Jedi present. His arguments were compelling, his vision for a unified galaxy persuasive. Anakin and Obi-Wan stood guard, their senses on alert through the Force, vigilant for any sign of treachery. The Republic's proposal is a mutually beneficial one. Together in peace, we will all prosper. This war serves only the Sith's vile ends, the Ambassador asserted. But as the talks reach a critical juncture, the terrible sound of blaster fire erupted in the compound. Looking out the window quickly, they saw a short, hooded figure accompanying hundreds of clones, cloaked in the power of the dark side, bursting upon the scene with the fury of a bomb. Its lightsabers ignited, casting a sinister red glow over the assembly as they flew towards the parley. Anakin and Obi-Wan drew their weapons, their blades humming to life, ready to defend against the Sith onslaught. Darth Hillary paused at the threshold, her gaze sweeping across the room, locking onto the Ambassador, who remained defiantly composed. "Hello there," began Obi-Wan, but the Ambassador cut across. "Hey Hillary, did you pass Bill on Planet Epstein on the way here?" He taunted, his jibe slicing through the tension. The Sith, incensed by the provocation, hurled herself in a whirlwind of rage toward the Ambassador. Yet, her advance was blocked by the Jedi, their blades forming an impenetrable wall of light. The duel that ensued was cataclysmic, a cyclone of force and fury. Obi-Wan, a paragon of Jedi skill and wisdom, moved with an ethereal grace, his blade an arc of pure, controlled precision. Anakin, a tempest of raw strength and emotion, countered with aggressive, sweeping strikes. Darth Hillary was a typhoon of dark power, each movement a testament to her destructive hatred and blackened heart. The battle of the Force users shook the entire compound, and stray sparks from the clash of the lightsabers set surrounding equipment on fire. Soon their battle had engulfed the entire room in flames, each combatant now employing the Force to protect them from the heat of the flames. Despite their combined might, the Sith's ferocity was relentless. In a fleeting moment, a lapse in the chaos, Darth Hillary exploited an opening in Obi-Wan's defense. Her blade, a viper strike of death, pierced his heart. The Jedi Master crumpled, his essence fading into the Force, a light extinguished too soon. Anakin, witnessing the fall of his old mentor, his anchor to the light, was engulfed in an explosion of fury. The dark side, sensing its moment, whispered sweet promises of retribution and infinite power. His resolve fractured. He surged forward with unchecked rage, overpowering Darth Hillary in a storm of grief and anger. As he stood over the defeated Sith, lightsaber poised for the killing blow, memories of Palpatine's manipulation flooded back the moment he executed Count Dooku, a deed that haunted him ever since. Anakin's hand trembled, the dark side urging him to succumb to his vengeance, to end her life as she had ended Obi-Wan's. But then, a voice, clear and resonant, spoke through the Force. "Anakin, this is not the way. She must face justice for her crimes. Remember, she should be in jail, like many of her donors." It was his master, Trump, reaching out across the stars, his presence a calming balm to Anakin's grief-stricken soul. Anakin paused, the weight of Trump's words anchoring him back to the light. With a heavy heart, he turned off his lightsaber, his decision made. He bound Darth Hillary with restraints as she hurled venomous insults, her fate to be decided by the justice of the Republic. "I could have been the first female president," she spat. "I'll kill you like I killed Gaddafi." The aftermath was a scene of devastation. The Separatist leaders, shocked by the violence, withdrew from negotiations, their fear of the Sith overcoming their desire to find peace with the Republic. Anakin stands among the ruins, heavy with grief and anger. The ambassador, though unharmed, is shaken by the ordeal. His vision of peace turned to ash. As they returned to Coruscant, the galaxy trembled on the edge of war. Anakin's soul was a battleground, his loyalty to the Jedi Order and the light side of the Force tested as never before. The dark side tempted him with promises of power enough to avenge Obi-Wan and to protect those he loved from any threat. In the shadows, Darth Sidious watched, his plans unfolding as he had foreseen. The death of Obi-Wan, the failure of the peace talks, the rise of anger and darkness within Anakin, all pieces in the grand game he now played. He knew the time was near when he would unleash his war in full, then the galaxy would be his to command. Upon their arrival back on Coruscant, the Senate was on edge with grief for the fallen Jedi, relief at the capture of a formidable Sith, and an underlying current of apprehension about the future. The trial of Darth Hillary was set to be a historic event, broadcasted galaxy-wide, as the Republic sought to showcase its justice and unity. Led into the Grand Senate chamber, Darth Hillary's chains were a stark contrast to her once formidable aura. Yet, even in defeat, she wore a menacing smile. The trial commenced under high security, with representatives from across the galaxy in attendance. The ambassador, leading the prosecution, presented a meticulous case, outlining the heinous crimes committed by Darth Hillary. War crimes, treason, murder, tax evasion, and that's not even in this universe. Hillary, he announced. But here, in this dimension, I'll just settle for conspiring with the Sith to overthrow the Republic and the murder of a Jedi Master. The evidence was overwhelming, the testimonies of survivors and heroes irrefutable. Anakin, called to witness, spoke of the fierce battle, the loss of his mentor, and the crucial moment when he chose justice over vengeance, influenced by Trump's guiding words through the Force. Darth Hillary, given the chance to speak, did so with a chilling defiance, showing no remorse and instead warning of deeper shadows within the Republic itself, shadows she claimed were ignored by those blinded by their righteousness and collusion with Russia. The trial progressed with the galaxy watching intently. Chancellor Trump, overseeing the proceedings, projected a calm yet determined demeanor, embodying the Republic's strength and moral conviction. After days of intense debate and deliberation, the verdict was delivered. Darth Hillary was found guilty on all counts. The chamber fell silent as the sentence was pronounced. Life imprisonment in a maximum security facility designed to contain even the most powerful Force users. This decision, influenced by Trump and the Ambassador's Council, was a statement of the Republic's commitment to justice and due process, even in the face of profound darkness. As Darth Hillary was led away, the Senate erupted in a mixture of applause and somber reflection. The trial's conclusion marked a significant victory for the Republic, but also a reminder of the fragile peace that hung like a thin veil over the galaxy. Anakin, his spirit still tormented by the dark side's lure, felt a temporary solace in the trial's outcome. Yet, the loss of Obi-Wan and the ever-present temptation of power continued to haunt him, a silent storm raging within. Back in the shadows, Darth Sidious observed the trial's outcome with cold interest. The imprisonment of his former apprentice was a setback, but far from a defeat. The Dark Lord's plans were far-reaching and complex, with each move calculated to bring the galaxy one step closer to his ultimate dominion. As the Republic celebrated its legal victory, the seeds of future conflicts continued to grow, nurtured by hidden agendas and the dark side's insidious whisper. The fate of the galaxy remained uncertain, suspended between light and darkness, order and chaos. And at the heart of this cosmic struggle stood Donald Trump, the unpredictable chosen one, whose actions and decisions would continue to hinder him. The question of whether he could truly make the galaxy great again remained unanswered. Sidious closed his eyes, willed the Force to send him warmongers. Suddenly, although Sidious had expected it, another portal appeared out of which stepped three men. Tony Blair, George Bush Jr., and Dick Cheney. "Welcome, my ambassadors of death," said Sidious with a menacing smile.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed the journey and are eager for more wild fan fiction, don't forget to hit that like button, share with your fellow fans, and subscribe for more episodes. And if you're as enchanted by the idea of Middle-earth meeting Hogwarts as we are, make sure to check out our series exploring this magical crossover. Your support brings these worlds to life. Until next time, keep the fantasy alive.